I'm your host, Welcome 23. You're joining me for Royal Heir, Book 2, Chapter 6, To Catch a Traitor. The day after Amanda's anointing ceremony, members of the Royal Council gather at the palace for a meeting, taking their seats around the table. Thank you all for answering my call for a meeting. With Godfrey still at large, there is much to discuss. If everyone is here, we should get started. The door swings from across the room. You fall silent till you turn to watch Bradshaw and Isabella file in the council chambers. Well, well, quite the gathering. I hope you don't mind if we join you. King Bradshaw and Queen Isabella. Yeah, it is for council members only. We'll let you know if we need your military's help to capture Godfrey. Our presence here is about more than alliance, Queen Riley. Queen Eleanor was an Avenese citizen before she was ever Cordonian royalty. We have a personal bone to pick with her murder. We would truly appreciate being able to attend, after all. The more we know, the more we can help. As long as you don't get in the way. All eyes return to you as Bradshaw and Isabella find places at the table. As Liam mentioned when he called this meeting, we know that Godfrey is still hiding out in Cordonia. Luckily, our efforts to close all Cordonian borders since his escape were successful, but Godfrey was recently able to reach a contact to arrange passage out of the kingdom. Specifically, he has purchased a boat, and it's docked in the capital. But there are dozens of ships in the harbor, if not more. Yeah, how will we know which one is his? I have a copy of the blueprints, which should make identifying it trivial enough. So now we blow that thing sky high, set a trap. Exactly. Once he's on the ship, we can simply drop our iron cage around him like the cowardly rat he is. Figuratively speaking, of course, an iron cage would be highly impractical in a naval arena. So, how do we draw him out? With the borders closed and extra security, he's probably waiting for the right opening to make a run for it. Then what if we make that opening happen? What do you mean? We host a royal seaside event and open the ports to welcome our guests. If Godfrey thinks that security at the maritime borders has loosened, he won't be able to resist coming out of hiding. So we just need a noble cause for an impromptu seaside event. What about a fundraiser, a charity event to help, well, new mothers? Riley, Liam, and Amanda are on everyone's minds right now, and I'm sure the other parents in Cordonia could use the help and support you two had. It would be nice to spread the good fortune around. As the talk of the kingdom, Riley herself would be a perfect star for a charity fundraiser. We could use that as his screen to lure him in. Nothing says covert ops like fancy suits and horde of whores. We'll arrange to hold the event at the marina, where his ship is moored. It would be convincing enough to reason to temporarily open our borders. To him, it'll seem like the perfect chance to get to his ship and escape. But when he gets there, Olivia and the King's Guard will be waiting. And Avenue's honor guard. It seems like our best shot at catching him. Let's get to work. The day of the fundraiser, Liam sits on a plush ottoman as you browse the racks of luxurious clothing, setting aside blouses and dresses for consideration. It says donate to our cause, and I'll cut you if you cross my kingdom. Maybe something in, houndstooth? I know you're joking, but I think you can pull it off in anything. True, but it is really important that we look our best at this fundraiser. Yes, our guests have donated very generously for the chance to rub elbows with Cordonian nobility, and to see my astonishing beautiful wife and the crown princess in person. Liam perks up at the sight of the next garment you pull off of the rack. Do we have a winner? I think so. I'm definitely getting donate your money along with the cross me at your perils vibe. Really? It just looks like the woman from Harry Potter. wearing pink. Oh, God help me. It's a delicate balance to strike, but I think we've done it. You've done it in style. Time to dazzle our donors and trap a traitor. I couldn't have said it better myself. We'd better get going if we don't want to be late to our own party. Later that afternoon, you and Amanda meet Drake and Olivia on the docks where guests are already boarding the royal yacht for the seaside charity banquet. Everyone is in position, Minty. I'll be mingling throughout the ship, coordinating security. You survey the harbor, dozens of boats dot the shimmering blue waters, many flying the flags of neighboring nations and duchesses. You spot several of the familiar uniforms of the Avernese Honor Guard spread throughout the crowd. Looks like Avernol is really out in force today. To our benefit, hopefully. I'll be spearheading the search for Godfrey's vessel, but the Honor Guard's manpower will come in handy when we close the trap. Which is why the rest of us have to act like everything at the fundraiser is normal. If Godfrey is somewhere watching, we need him relaxed enough to come out of hiding. Drake hands you an earpiece. These earpieces will let our team communicate, no matter where we are. Check. 1, 2. Maxwell's voice rings out of your radio frequency. Loud and clear, Riley. I'll be by the bar keeping the party jumping and the drinks flowing. That's perfect. While Maxwell entertains the guests, I'll be corralling the press. Everything at this event should appear to be smoothly in the public eye. If not, Godfrey might catch wind that something's amiss. To that end, I'm in position to receive our VIP guests. Someone will have to schmooze with the eccentric royals. It may as well be me. That leaves me with the privilege of seeing to the unofficial Lady of the Honor. A pivotal chore. Your attendees will no doubt wish to greet your progeny. Please stop calling her that. Olivia's right. Weird, but right. You're at the center of this, so you're going to be keeping an eye on the whole operation, while everyone's eyes are on you. Cool. Smooth talk donors to raise funds, catch fugitives. I can do both at the same time, sure. We've definitely got our work cut out for us. It still doesn't sit right with me that we've opened the ports and loosened our Coast Guard presence. Agreed, but we need Godfrey to believe he has a shot at escaping. I can do this. Right, guys? Actually, you're supposed to be the motivational police. We can. We just gotta focus on our goal. Remember, what's most important today, maintaining the honor and dignity of the crown, taking Godfrey down, partying it up while we have the chance. Taking Godfrey down. He'll pay for his betrayal. With blood, if I have any say in it. Once you make your way on board with Amanda, the festivities commence, and soon the deck is bustling with activity. You spot Penelope and Kiara looking out over the pier. Penelope smiles at Amanda as you approach. Good-to-go, baby girl. I think she's happy to see you. Do you really think she remembers me? She's not an idiot. Does Amanda remember you? Of course she remembers Auntie Pin. Honestly, not likely. She thinks I really disappear forever in a peekaboo. Children are so innocent, aren't they? She probably has the better odds of remembering your poodle. Of course she remembers Auntie Pin. Yay, Auntie Pin loves you, Amanda. Penelope, is that your parents' replica of Mary Rose? I have to see it. As Kiara and Penelope run off to view an impressive ship across the way, you find yourself standing beside Madeline. Sunscreen? Excuse me? Would you like some sunscreen? For a repair sale? I can only imagine the headlines if you or Queen Princess Amanda were to get burned. Thanks. I wasn't sure you'd be here today. Yes, well, my mother and I made a large donation in my family's name, of course. I had to make an appearance. We wanted to show House Amaranth's continued loyalty to the crown, despite my father's actions. Madeline. I didn't like you before your father was a known traitor. I'm trying to be nice, okay? I'm trying to kill with kindness, even though I really want to say that, but... just kill with kindness, look, I'm just doing it. You're one of the last people I would suspect of betraying Liam. And if you did, we'd slice your gut. I'm glad you know where my loyalties lie. Now, were you going to tell me about that earpiece you're wearing to listening in on the security frequency? No. How did you know? An educated guess. Have you forgotten that my purview is communications? I have a radio earpiece and satellite phone on me at all times. I've memorized the radio frequencies for every team in Royal employ. Then you understand that some business needs to be kept discreet. It stings a bit that you've excluded me from the old little conference call. Nevertheless, I'll leave you to it. You shift Amanda's weight in your arms as Madeline takes her leave. As you lose sight of her in the crowd, Olivia's voice crackles over the radio. Riley, I found a ship that matches the schematics for the boat Godfrey will be on. It's a yacht called the Resilience. You rush to the boat's railing and scan the marina and spot Olivia near the plank of a ship a few piers over. I see it. There's no sign of Godfrey yet, but I'm going to investigate. Keep me in the loop. You watch as Olivia boards the ship's deck, then stops short as an oddly familiar man appears on the deck beside her. You can hear his voice over the earpiece. Now plings Olivia. Within the gangplank of the Resilience and start for a cabin door but freeze when you see a familiar man appear from around the corner. We have to stop meeting like this. Jean, what are you doing here? Ah, I thought you would have put that together by now. I'm here for the same reason you are. Everyone sent me to help with the search for Godfrey, and to keep him from escaping. Queen Isabella. I'm sure Queen Isabella and King Bradshaw couldn't risk Cordonia undertaking the mission without their help. Help? I'll be handling this one alone, I'm afraid. Can't trust a rookie? Just stay up here and keep watch. Like hell I will. Jan leaps forward and wraps one side of a pair of handcuffs around your wrist. In the same motion, he secures the other cuff around the ship's rail. How dare you! In response, with only a brief salute before disappearing below deck, you let out a frustrated sigh and talk into your earpiece. Riley, an Avernese agent, has infiltrated the ship, but he claims to be on our side. Should I go after him? What? I don't think it's wise to leave the search to an Avernese agent. They may be our allies, but you're the one I trust. Say the word and I'll follow him. I can handle whatever he or Godfrey throws at me. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. You're Olivia Navracus. Nothing stands in your way. Good point. You kick the wooden handrail, splintering the wood, and freeing yourself. You dash after Jen into the cabin of the ship. What, you couldn't just pickpocket it? Surprised to see me? Only surprised that it took you so long. I was already starting to worry you wouldn't make it. Is that so? Just worry about keeping up with me. If you've been following me, then you know that I never make the same mistake twice. Including letting you get the drop on me. Time will tell, won't it? You begin poking around the cabin, rifling through the drawers and leafing through the few documents you find. Jen shines a small flashlight beneath the furniture. Wait, did you hear that? You pause for a moment and listen, and sure enough, you hear footsteps approaching. You use a mirror to glance down the hallway and see a man in a guard's uniform. Guard, I'll take care of him. You search your surroundings for a weapon, spot a pile of pillows, a round, heavy paperweight, and a bouquet of flowers. What do you think? You snatch a heavy paperweight from the room's desk, dart around the corner, and hurl it at the guard's head. He falls instantly to the ground unconscious. Jan peers down at the body. I might have employed more finesse. Oh, were you going to use the pillows, maybe snuggle him to death? Easy to say after the fact. But touché. You and Jen go back to searching the room to no avail. You're about to follow Jen out in the hallway when your gaze catches on the unusually deep shadow behind a tall bookcase. You examine the shelves and notice a strange gap in the wall, barely concealed behind them. There's something behind here. You thinking what I'm thinking? Together, you move the heavy bookcase aside to reveal a slim, dark passageway. Jen moves to enter it. enter before him. You sidestep into his path and shoulder past him, taking the lead as you slip into the darkness. I guess it's ladies first. You're damn right. After a short walk, the passageway lets out into a cavernous space in the hull of the ship. You and Jin burst in, but find no one there. If Godfrey was here, he isn't anymore. Glancing around, you see evidence of a stowaway. A sofa, bed, and a desk take up one corner, and you take note of a meager supply. Looks like enough rations for one person. None of them have been opened. You join Jin at the desk, which is covered in correspondence. The letters are all for Godfrey, and there are ship schematics for the Resilience. You pick up a blueprint that matches the one you previously found, and several more that don't. Not just the Resilience, there are multiple ship blueprints here. That means that you've all been lied to, and he's on another boat. Godfrey was trying to plan for the worst. He didn't leave himself just one escape boat. He planned for 8. And we don't know which of these are the other 7 boats he's on. You and Jen snap up the blueprints, and your hand flies to your ears. You try to radio Riley. Riley, do you read me? Liam, anyone? No use, the hull is blocking all the signals. We have to get above deck. You dash through the passageway and into the main cabin, Jen on your heels. No time to cover the door. Don't worry about... Glance over your shoulder and see the guard from earlier lunge forward to wrap his arm around Jin's neck. I've got you, partner. Don't make a move. Him? I'll stab him myself, given the opportunity. You pull a silhouette knife from each sleeve, spinning them menacingly as you take a step towards the guard. Not one step closer, I'm warning you. You lunge forward, slashing at the guard with one of your knives. When he stumbles back to avoid it, you swing wide, hitting him in the temple with the dagger's pummel. He falls to the ground with a thud. Never bring a hostage to a knife fight. You saved me. Did you really think I'd stab you? Honestly, yes. You can thank me later. Let's get out of here. You make haste off the ship, only stopping to catch your breath once you've reached the pier. Jane turns to you, hesitating. This is where you admit you were wrong about me being a rookie, beg forgiveness, and extol my virtues. I was wrong about you, and that was impressive work back there. Thanks, and Jen, you should know, never ever underestimate me. He nods, a smile across his lips, and then he walks away from you, and going to his own earpiece. Now I need to get this information to Riley. Now, playing as Riley, back at the banquet, you're carrying a man in your arms when you hear a telltale clink of silver on glass. Honored guests, please turn your attention to Queen Riley for today's opening speech. Opening what now? Surely you can share some newly gained wisdom about motherhood for all the donors and dignitaries who have traveled so far to support you. Right. Welcome, everyone. We've gathered today because new mothers face so many unique challenges. You pause at the faint crackle in your ear as Olivia's voice comes in over the radio. Listen, everyone. Godfrey could be escaping any minute on one of 7 different boats. Riley, what do we do? You mull over your words as the crowd and your friends await an answer. We face so many challenges that it's important to remember calmly face obstacles with grace. No problem has ever been solved by panicking, so take a deep breath and think it through. You're right, I've got to slow down, think this through. Excellent advice for new parents. Giving myself time to breathe has been essential as a busy mother. Of course, Drake, can we rally our forces? Roger that. I'll find Mara and Bastine to help with the search. They needs honor guard too. It'll go faster with more eyes and ears. Power through the approaching conclusion of your speech. Any final words of wisdom for your new parents? I could use a clue on how to begin. Things out of time, panic after the traitors in our midst. Take one thing at a time. While some problems can seem huge and insurmountable, but they can always be broken down into simple steps. Such wisdom. Yes, one at a time. I suppose the closest is a good starting point as any. You know, she can fight someone with a fucking paperweight and a pummel of her dagger, but she can't solve this. Come on, Pixelberry. Anyway, your support today means the world to all new mothers of Cardonia, myself included. Thank you. Crowd applauds politely as you wave and duck away from the focus of their attention. You did it, Riley. I'll field any follow-up questions from reporters. And I'll disperse with this crowd with some sweet, sweet mingling music. You make your way to the edge of the deck and try to find Olivia. You spot her approaching a large vessel, but she's stopped by a private security guard. You're just about to contact Olivia when you hear Liam speaking to his earpiece from across the crowd. You've got incoming Riley. The guest approaching you is a very esteemed donor and a dignitary from France. You'll need to be very diplomatic here. Just then, a woman strides up to you confidently. Queen Riley, the people are very intrigued by Cordonia's initiative and the mind behind it. As a new mother myself, I wanted to ask, how do you cope with all the difficulties of motherhood? Glance back at Olivia and see the guard blocking her path. I've got a guard blocking me. Do I take him out, or will that blow our operation? Ah, Christ, more choices. Oh, but do they actually matter? I think that all problems can be solved by talking things through. We should power through with brute force. Talking things through. It's easy to close yourself off when things get hard, but communication is always the better option. A philanthropist with such humility. Thank you. Sometimes it's so hard to remember to open up and ask for help. Message received. Thank goodness. You watch as Olivia takes a step toward the guard. Sir, you don't understand. Godfrey sent me to prepare for his arrival. How would I even know that he's coming unless he sent me? Are you paid enough to risk being on his bad side, or for that matter on mine? The guard pauses for a moment, then steps aside to let her pass. She saunters onto the boat with a smirk. All right, I'm on the ship, starting my search. Back at the banquet, finally free of official duties, you step away from the crowd. Drake, do you have any status update on other ships? Our King's Guard and the Honor Guard are searching as fast as they can, but still nothing. Tell me as soon as they find anything. I have a question. Was one of the blueprints this ship? Because wouldn't it be funny if he suddenly, took everyone hostage on this ship? Had, a bomb or something? Amanda! Burbles in your arms, and then you gently rock her, going softly to calm her. It's okay, baby girl. Mommy's multitasking. We'll get him. Bad news. I just got word some of the ships are preparing to leave. If we don't find Godfrey soon, he could escape forever. With half the Honor Guard gone to patrol the pier, the press is also beginning to suspect something is up. So this commotion might spook Godfrey before he even makes it to his ship. He might flee the port altogether. Olivia's voice rings in your ear once again. No luck on this ship, moving to the next. Suddenly you hear another voice over the radio. Let's get this over with. If I'm gone too long, Riley will get suspicious. Who else is on our radio channel? Why does that voice sound so familiar? Glance around at the banquet guests and realize Madeline is nowhere to be seen. It's Madeline. She told me earlier she had an earpiece. She must be able to hear us right now. Madeline, what is going on? Of course I want to flee with you, Father, but with all the attention on House Amaranth, we need to lay low. And the garish mermaid theme on this vessel doesn't help. She must be with Godfrey as we speak. She's helping. But why? I thought she hadn't heard from him. I think Madeline is trying to help us. Godfrey must have captured her, but she's giving us clues about what boat they're on. Madeline will appreciate this. Oh, look at that. Riley and her friends are more perceptive than you might think. This is bad. She could be in danger. You're absolutely right about everything, Father, so please put away that ridiculous firearm. Godfrey has a gun and Madeline. No one is coming to find us. Oh, we're setting off in a few minutes? Wonderful. That's not good. We need to find Madeline and Godfrey now. You look for the only ship with a mermaid on it, woman! I just heard back from Bastien and Mora. Their boat was clear. Did it have a mermaid on it? No. as were those searched by Averney's honor guard. That just leaves 3 ships, the Revenge, the Siren, the Crown Jewel. Which one should I search? The Revenge, the Crown Jewel, the Siren. Might be the Mermaid? Madeline said the boat was mermaid-themed. It fits. Olivia runs for the Siren, with Jane following close behind. From your height at the edge of your deck, you can see them at the end of the pier. When Olivia gets on the deck, Madeline and Godfrey burst out from within. You see Godfrey brandishing a pistol, his voice now loud enough to hear on the radio. "Captain, get this godforsaken boat moving! What am I paying you for?" "Nothing in the end. You're coming with me." "Oh, but how did you know, Mister? It was you, wasn't it, Madeline? Betrayed my own ungrateful, disloyal daughter." "You're the disloyal one, Father, and you'll pay for it." "Oh, damn you to him!" He levels his gun at Olivia's head, his lips curled into a menacing grimace. "Jin, make yourself useful." "Hey." Without waiting for an answer, Olivia ducks and slides across the deck, crashing into Godfrey's legs and sending him sprawling. Whew! The gun clatters to the deck and Jin dives in to kick it far out of Godfrey's grasp. Godfrey scrambles across the deck, managing to flee onto the deck before Olivia can catch him. "He's trying to escape towards your location, Riley. You need to block his path." You look at the teeming crowd of banquet goers around you, an idea forming. I need to get these people onto the pier. I mean, we need to get them quickly out on the pier. Photo op with the baby outside! First 5 in line, get to hold her! A murmur runs through the crowd and everyone rushes towards the ramp. That actually worked. Okay, just shut up. You join the growing crowd on the pier just as Godfrey comes sprinting into the view. "Oh, get out of my way, blast it!" With his escape blocked by the crowd, he backs away, eyes wide as he realizes he's cornered. Who should grab Godfrey? Oh, you know what? Let Liam. He hasn't done nothing. Get him, Liam. This is for Riley and Amanda. Liam charges forward and lunges at Godfrey, and they both crash to the ground. Liam pins Godfrey to the ground as Jane rushes forward to clap handcuffs around Godfrey's wrists and drag him to his feet. Finally, my mother's killer in chains. And he's going to stay that way. Know this, Godfrey. You're going to regret everything you did to Queen Eleanor. That woman was an angel and Liam didn't deserve to lose his mother. The honor God will hold him in custody. We want to see him face justice for Queen Eleanor's death just like you. Thank you. You turn and stare Godfrey in the eye. We know you did it. We just want to know why. No, even if I told you our plans, you wouldn't believe me. With that, the honor guard hauls Godfrey out of sight. You see Bastian and Mara dispersing the crowd. Our plans, he said. Maybe he was using the royal we? We can only hope. Whatever it means, this was a big win. We deserve to celebrate. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this at the end, okay? Suddenly, it just all came together for me. The final puzzle piece. Deserved to, yes, but it's almost dinner time for Amanda, and then she'll need a bath before bed, and leave it to us. Are you sure? Of course! I'm overdue for a little one-on-one time with our little future monarch, and you two deserve to relax. Maxwell takes Amanda and leads your friends a few paces away while you and Liam talk. One of the royal yachts is anchored right here. Why don't we take advantage of all the amenities a Royal Cordonian luxury yacht has to offer? Especially the privacy? Especially then. After the day we've had, we earned a celebration, Riley. This is your chance for an intimate celebration with Liam. Celebrate on a yacht with Liam. Why not? Hope you're all having a good day, by the way. You're right. We've earned a luxury yacht date night. Liam gives Maxwell a thumbs up and then offers you his arm. He guides you aboard one of the large, glamorous yachts tied to the pier. And follow me. Later that evening, after a tour of every deck, you find yourselves in a bedroom overlooking the moonlit waters on the bay. The room is complete with a plush, inviting bed and a full bar. Are you sure we're on a yacht? This is like a 5-star hotel. The Royal Fleet has some of the most luxurious boats in the world. Well, this is a perfect end to all of today's excitement. There's nothing better than victory, a quiet moment alone together, boat sex! I mean, aren't all three about the same? I'm just saying. No press, no council, just you and me. It's a rare treasure these days. I don't want to miss out on a moment of... Liam sits on the edge of the bed and pulls you in his arms, kisses you softly, his breath pleasantly warm. I'm just relieved that you and Amanda are safe with Godfrey for good. From Godfrey. I don't know if my anger at what he did to my mother will ever fade, but the thought of him hurting either of you in the same way, I've never felt so furious. And, so when I thought he might slip through our fingers, that I might not get justice for my family, you tighten your arms around him, nestling against his chest. That would never happen, Liam, because anyone who hurts our family is going to have to go through me. I know my husband would do anything to protect us. I was angry with Godfrey, but I was never scared. I knew you wouldn't let anything happen to me or our daughter. You're right. There's nothing I wouldn't do to keep you two safe. It's one of the things I love most about you. He tilts your chin up and captures your lips again and again. With each kiss, he grows more urgent, his fingers gripping your waist and tugging your body closer against his. You playfully bites his lower lip, and he gasps softly. Oh, Riley. I love it when you say my name like that. Like what? Like you want me. And what do you want? I want my husband. All of him. Yes, my queen. Your lips find yours again, his tongue tracing an arc along your lower lip that sends pleasant shivers down your spine. Grab his lapels and pull him closer, pressing your body into the contours of his... Desperate to be close to him as possible. Liam. His hands graze your waist, then roam down to the curves of your hips, his fingers tugging at the fabric, seeking the warm skin beneath. These are getting in the way. What are you gonna do about it? He grins, and in one smooth motion, he has you on your back on the bed. He hovers over you as his fingers seek the buttons and zippers that will free you from your clothing. Piece by piece, he exposes your skin, his lips grazing every inch as it revealed. You let out a long moan, your eyes fluttering shut as you focus only on the feel of him. Oh. Soon you're wearing nothing but your underwear, and Liam sits back to take in the side of your skin, glistening in the moonlight. The sight of you like this is the best reward I could hope for. Are you sure this is the very best, or... Listen, honey, you're in black. Be quiet. Liam's warm hands meet the skin of your waist, and you catch a glimpse of a smile just before his lips greet the skin below your belly button. You gasp softly. Kisses trail down to the edge of your underwear, all the while his hands roaming upwards until they find the curves of your breast. He grips the elastic in his teeth, pulling it down as his fingers release the clasp of your bra. He tosses both aside as his lips return to the inside curve of your thigh. You were right. Now it's the best. You grip the bedsheets tight as his breath warms your tender skin, but then you nudge him back with your knee, propping yourself up on your elbows. Not so fast, where's my reward? I thought that's what I was getting to. Not until you're as naked as me. Take things excruciatingly slowly. Rise to your knees beside him, holding his gaze as your fingers find the top button of his jacket, and slowly pop it free. You lean in as you move on the next one, parting your lips. You hover just a hair's breadth away as you push the jacket off his shoulders. Riley. You begin to work at his shirt, your fingers tracing delicate lines on his skin as you work your way meticulously down. Finally, you move to his belt buckle, letting your hands graze over the fabric of his pants as you carefully undo the belt and then the zipper beneath. Once his pants and boxers are discarded on the floor, you sit back to admire your work. You seem to have evened the score. Then I guess it's time to raise the stakes. Stepping forward towards him, your foot hits something in the pocket of his discarded jacket. What's this? Oh. Handcuffs. I'm intrigued. I brought them along as a precaution for today. Luckily, I didn't have to use them. Yet. Yet? What are you saying? Actually, I want you to handcuff me. Would rather you handcuff you. I need props to have my way with you. No, props are fun. I want to be completely at your mercy. Liam's lips find yours with adder as he encircles one of your wrists with the cuff. The mantle is cold and hard, a stark contrast with the warmth of his hands. He kisses your neck as he lifts both of your hands above your head and locks the other cuff into place. Now you have me, so what are you gonna do with me? I have a few ideas. He lays you on your back and slides down your body, pressing kisses over the curves of your breasts, across your stomach, and the peak of your hip bone, until finally his warm lips press between your thighs, sending a jolt of electricity coursing through your imprisoned fingertips, the wrists strain against the cuffs as you move into his touch. His tongue dances against your skin in thrilling, dizzying spirals, sending more lightning jolts through you. You can't help but buck your hips in sync with his movements. I need you. As soon as the words leave your lips, he returns to you, his weight a welcome pressure as he lowers himself onto you. You loop your arms over his head as he gasps sharply as the chilly metal meets his hot, slick skin. I'm here, I'm yours. His lips meet yours in a flurry of impassioned kisses, his body moving in perfect time with yours. The energy within you builds with each rock of his hips growing and growing, until dazzling lights burst across your vision and your every sense is overwhelmed by the ecstasy that burst forth from within. Sometime later, you lie tangled in the silken bedsheet, watching you with a smile as Liam peruses the bar. Something sparkly? Isn't really a celebration without a bubbly beverage. My thoughts exactly. Champagne, sparkling cider, champagne. He pours 2 flutes of effervescent liquid before returning to the comfort of the bed. You take a sip as you nestle yourself against him, enjoying the subtle pop of the bubbles on your tongue. 2 of us have a lot to celebrate tonight. The safety of our family, our kingdom, is a pretty big deal. There are still questions to be answered, but it's comforting to know that the man responsible is finally going to face justice. But right now I'm more grateful than I am got to be by your side through all of this. The good, the bad, the unexpected. I can't imagine facing any of it without you. Liam, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. All the Godfreys in the world couldn't take us down, as long as we're together. For everyone's sake, I hope he's one of a kind. So do I, but it's comforting to know that if he's not, we'll face that together too. Always my queen. Liam smiles down at you before pressing one final lingering kiss on your lips and climbing out of bed. But right now, it's getting late. We should probably relieve the others of babysitting duty. Yeah, it's close to Amanda's bedtime. She's probably starting to get fussy. Both pick your scattered clothing off the floor and furniture and get dressed. Just promise me we'll find another excuse to celebrate like this again soon. I don't need an excuse when I always have a reason to celebrate you. You disembark the yacht hand in hand, your limo waits on the shore, and you begin the drive back to Valtoria. The next morning, after a surprisingly quiet night with Amanda, you and Liam head to the palace to discuss the next steps with the council. Is it just me, or did Amanda sleep really well last night? Like a literal baby. Maybe she's relieved, as the rest of us, the Godfrey won't be hurting anyone else. Which leaves us with just 2 more problems to deal with. Around the corner towards the meeting chamber, you nearly walk straight into Queen Riley, King Liam. I'm glad we found you. Speak of the devil. Good morning. Can we help you with something? I certainly hope so. Bradshaw and I were just thrilled that yesterday's mission was a success. Now that Godfrey's handled, we thought we should catch up, set a date for Amanda's official betrothal. How thoughtful of you. As you grit your teeth, you see Liam's shoulders tense beside you, although he manages to keep his voice level. With Godfrey locked up, we thought you'd be heading back home with your honor guard. You all must be homesick. Yes, I'm sure people miss us. But we couldn't possibly leave now. There's still so much of Cordonia we must see, and haven't had a chance to celebrate our victory together. Liam perks up slightly, and you seize the opportunity in Isabella's words. Well then, why don't we make that happen? Throw a big gratitude ball to celebrate catching Godfrey, and to send you home. A party to thank us? That doesn't settle the details we need to discuss. I'm afraid we must insist. I know you're staying at one of the Crown's visitor properties, but it's due for an renovation. Safety renovations. That absolutely can't wait. Bradshaw seems reluctant, but as you and Liam give your most diplomatic, reasonable smiles, he finally shrugs. Well, as long as it's a big party, when can you make it happen? As soon as possible, you dense dummy. Will you finally be able to get Bradshaw and Isabella out of Cordonia? Find out in the next chapter. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Add down description below links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support yours truly. It's very much appreciated if you do so. Also, consider hitting that join button on YouTube, and make sure to be subscribed. And if you are subscribed, hit the bell icon to receive notification of when I upload content. It's very much important because YouTube otherwise will say, nah, you never want to see this content ever again. And if you're not able to support the channel via the links down below, it's okay. You can always consider sharing the channel, sharing this community, and encouraging other people, such as your friends, your family, and whatnot, to just become a part of the community, become a part of Locum's Locos, and just have a lot of fun. And, you know, maybe they'll enjoy the content as much as you. Thanks for watching. Catch you all on the next video, or, by the way, tonight I'll be on Twitch. Peace.